What's the deal? It's your boy Finesse Hustle back with some hood prison stories. I'm gonna make this one quick, but before I do, please like, subscribe, and share if you fucking with me. So the food situation in Texas, pretty much like this. We working in a whole squad. The whole squad is when you go outside the prison walls and shit and work in the field, and we be chopping down tall grass and shit like that, picking onions, lima beans, whatever the case may be, whatever out there, and that's what we bring back to the prison, and we eat that shit, and amongst other little things and shit that get donated or whatever. But all the food be so horrible and shit, so commissary is necessary. So niggas is doing whatever to get the commissary. They taking it, they finessing for it, all type of shit, hustling for it, however they get it. So when you in the hole though, you ain't really got assets to do all that shit. So I go to the hole this time for a fight. I'm back there. You strip down, like I said in one of my other videos, strip down to your boxers and your boots. That's it. So you in there, you get a book and shit. Pretty much that's about it. And the letters that you gonna have start coming back there and shit. So while I'm back there, niggas like to fight for trade. So when you come in there, niggas will try you about your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you get to choose, like, whoever wants your tray, that's who you fight for the tray and shit. So if you beat his ass, then you get your tray and shit. But if you lose, niggas gonna just dog you in that bitch and try to break you and shit. And if you break, then everybody else gonna turn on you in the cell and shit. So I went through that when I got in there and shit, had to fight for my breakfast tray and shit like that. So after a while, after being in there for a few months and shit, because I had to do 6 months in there and shit. So after like my first 90 days, I became one of them niggas that was fighting niggas for their trays and shit like that. So it was this one dude in there. He come in on some cool shit. He started getting his pictures back there and shit. So that's a big thing because there ain't no phones down there in Texas in prison and shit. So the pictures say everything. So if you said you was doing this, you gotta have the pictures to prove it and shit like that. So that's a big thing. So niggas would flock around to his pictures and shit. Then he started like fronting his move a little bit too much. And the nigga tried him about that tray and he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight. So after that, motherfuckers in the cell started turning on him slowly but surely. So shit, one night, he still trying to kick that player shit. A motherfucker piss in the corner and tell that nigga to lick that shit up. So now we all up like, damn, what the fuck this nigga finna do and shit. So we figure shit, he finna fight now. Cause that's all niggas trying to do is bring the fight out of him. But this goofy ass nigga, he took a beating and shit and dude actually made him lick that shit up and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was probably one of the craziest things I seen. I couldn't believe that shit. And then, shit, after that, nigga, Trays was on him type shit. You know what I'm saying? So he said he was gonna kill himself and get up out of there and shit. But I tell these stories just to inform other people that ain't been through this or living a life that I was living or whatever. And, you know, can be put in one of them situations and shit. So, you know, if I can help somebody, I'm not, like I said, I ain't glorifying none, but if I can help somebody by telling this, then so be it. Keep fucking with me though.